what's good everyone? Welcome back to JCC with another After Effects tutorial. Today, as you can see, we don't have the usual people. Today we have the JCC interns. Thank you to Cloudy for giving us interns a chance to, make our own video to prove ourselves. Thank you so much to Cloudy. I'm intern Berto, and today I'll be showing you guys the first part of how to start compositing. Just like your favorite editors, like 4PM and you should learn how to composite just like them, So yeah, so today I'll be teaching you all how to composite just like 4PM. This is episode 2 of our all-inclusive 10-part After Effects masterclass, and yeah, today it will be about compositing. So as we can see here, we have our pre-remapped, just sitting pretty there, pretty remapped clip, ready to composite, and we'll be getting it to a level which is as good as this edit. We'll be getting this edit there. So yeah, so first
to begin the edit, we're gonna have to composite, it's all about the white levels of the clip itself. So we're gonna have to separate parts of the clip so we can get separation within the clip. So we're gonna have to
separate the gun from the
foreground, which the effects can go into, to get the separation, the depth within the clip.
Right. So first we're gonna split our clip up into parts from shot to shot, right? Oh.
So we're gonna split our clip up from parts, shot to shot.
And then, we're gonna,
we're gonna duplicate every clip for gun and foreground, and we're gonna
get the chopping.
And so right here, we're gonna grab our mask tool from up here, and then we're just gonna,
do something like this,
Oh, that's, alright, hold on. Oh, that's the wrong thing,
there you go, that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna,
so we're gonna get the chopping, so we're gonna, we're gonna go off the frame.
Oh, did I mess it up? I think I fucking messed it up, hold on.
And then,
Never mind, we messed it up. We go again, so we're gonna
grab our mask, make sure.
On the mask.
And then we're gonna
start cutting out our gun. Yep, so we're gonna start cutting out our gun. Yep, so
as you guys can see,
perfectly cut out. As all things truly are, perfectly cut out.
We're gonna have to repeat the step for all 3 shots. So we're gonna come here.
as you all can see, we have, hold on.
All 3 of our guns perfectly cut out,
perfectly rotoscoped. So next we're gonna move on to
the most important part of a composite, the particles. So we're gonna move on to the particles. So
the reason we split the clips into 2 over 2, so that we can put the particles and give more of a more of a luxurious effect, into our edit, because you want to be just like your favorite editors, just like 4PM, trying to be just like him, trying to get just like him. So we're gonna
so we're gonna get some particles. So Oh! Can I play?
Never mind.
Yep, we bring in we bring in our particles, so we're gonna scale it up so it fits the screen. And then, the most important, I'll key it out. and which was, so yeah.
So we're gonna keep, nope, no, that's
Not it. Is it? So we're gonna, yep, and then we're gonna, so yep. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what we're going for. So we have our particles. We're gonna strategically
place our particles in between. So in between our foreground and background and our POV. So we're gonna strategically place them in between so that we're having a depth effect.
You know, as you can see here, we're getting that depth, you know, and then what we can also do is to
duplicate the clip and then bring it in front of the gun at the same time, and then we can this time
you know, make it into a 3D layer,
and then play with the
Y levels of the clip. You know, we can play with the Y levels of the clip.
In order to get a different effect out of this, you know, and then of course again strategically place our clips, you know, our particle clips, and on top of our gun layer, and then
yep. So as you can see, you know, this is a compositing, and you know, yep, you know, hopefully, yep, this is a great start. Now I'll be passing the video on to the next intern to help you guys with the rest of the compositing. Thank you for watching my section. Thank you to Cloudy for giving me this opportunity. I'll be passing it on to the next one. Thank you.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna be picking up where Berto left off of. By the way, I'm Bex. I'm gonna be teaching you how to add advanced fog to your composition.
So before we start, we need to actually understand how fog is made. This is where the skew theory created by
Professor Cloud.
will come into play, because we'll actually be manipulating the Y levels within our edit to really give us that 4 PM fog effect. Alright guys? Alright, so look.
We have this little itty bitty pyramid.
Alright, I'm gonna just be summarizing what Professor Cloud was talking about in the video, right?
So basically, white light will go through it, right? Like, let's just say this is white light, right? Goes through it.
Color, right?
Like, wow, crazy, right? So we're gonna be manipulating these colors. We're actually gonna be incorporating a Z value with the skew to push the cube outwards to create a fog that can be seen in our edit. It's really gonna make it
Pop out.
the compositioning will be crazy. Alright, let me show y'all another example real quick. Alright, y'all, so if you guys actually follow the skew theory video, you'll actually be able to make this equation on your own. I actually really do recommend you make this on your own, use your own values, just like
Don't copy me at all, alright?
So look. When we zoom in using our newborn Z values, right? What it's gonna be doing is gonna push the fog out, creating this
Nice and elegant fog.
that the 4 PM actually uses in its edits. Look, as you can see, very nice. This makes the fog very beautiful. Okay. Now we're gonna be inputting all these equations into our After Effects. So if you just wanna save this as a copy and just put that shit into After Effects, right? And there we have it. Alright, everything's exported into After Effects, and now I'm gonna be passing it off to the next person to be delving over the next part of this tutorial.
Yo, it is Dre Money here, here to finish off the tutorial by showing you guys how to do the 4 PM clock that he did in his edit right here. Shown right here. It's a little Roman numeral clock. So yeah, that's the method, and I'll show you guys how to do that. I'd just like to give one last thank you to Cloudy.VFX9 to really give us this opportunity. Here, us interns at GC Tutorials are really blessed with a lot of opportunities, and I just want to thank you guys and thank Cloudy for providing this for us. So yeah. So first thing you're going to want to do, find yourself a Roman numeral clock. I like this one, so I'm going to copy the image, go to remove.bg. I already did it, but I'm going to do it again, just to waste time. And yeah, go here, and you can just download yourself a really high quality image. Download it, now drag this into your After Effects. And so for our edit, he has that on his foot, but for us, let's just take a little preview of our edit, see where we can put it. I already know where I want to put it. It's going to be right here. Perfect. And if we analyze this frame by frame, we can see that the first two frames look weird and wouldn't fit it perfectly, so we're just going to skip it until the third frame. That's where we're going to put it. And since our scenes are already masked out, you're just going to put it under the masked scene, like this, boom. And then just click on it and position it to where you want it. Now what you're going to want to do is just add your rotation, put a keyframe there, and then set a keyframe to the end of the clip, and then keyframe your rotation. So I'm going to do like this, and as you can see, it's rotating, it looks really smooth. Enable motion blur to make it even more smooth, but since it's pretty chopped, I wouldn't do that because there's a better method to it, and that's just leaving it, because who cares, honestly. No one's gonna notice it. But yeah, as we can see in 4 PM's edit, there's some depth of field. Add an adjustment layer, put on camera lens blur, and instead of blurring everything, we're just gonna set it to 0. So now we have that depth of field. It was perfect. It's what we needed. Now what we're gonna want to do is press on our image and add in the effect called deep glow and unmolt it. And now it's like clear. Since our clock was black, we gotta add some fill to it and change the fill color. Put it below your deep glow and change the fill color to whatever. So since our color scheme is green, I'm gonna do some light green right here. And yeah, now we have a pretty cool glowing clock. And as if we can see in the edit right here, the clock is like moving with the camera moving. So what we're gonna want to do is, instead of camera track it like lazy people who rely on software to do it, we're gonna rely on the old hands to do it. So first thing, set your position keyframe to where your gun barrel is or wherever you want. Now go to your next keyframe and move it. Go to your next keyframe and move it. And just figure it out. I want this. How do this? You want me to perfect. Just like this. Just keep on doing it. Right now, perfect. So now I have my clock and it's tracked towards the camera movement because I did it frame by frame with the good old hand instead of having to rely on some 3D camera tracker like lazy people. But yeah, let's go. Let's see what we got now. Boom. And it's like glowing and it looks really sick. Alright, and for the final touch-ups, we're just going to want to add in some more overlays to make the impact stronger. So I found this really nice explosion overlay. And yeah, I'm just going to Luma key it out. And this is really just like the basics of it, but using this tutorial and some tweaking of effects, like we could easily add some more depth of field or some more professional explosions. With that, we could easily make this. Alright, and yeah, after some tweaking and some basic compositing that we've already learned in the video, I added some more overlays, some more clocks, some more camera tracking, pretty basic stuff, some more skew theorems to just really emphasize the fog and the atmosphere. This is how your finals should look. Yep, I just added a small little outro, said yeah, that's all, because that's really all of the tutorial. The next tutorial will be Masterclass 3, and it'll go more in depth on whatever Masterclass 3 has to offer. And yeah, please don't steal this edit, because I had to add a watermark because our previous edits got stolen by some random twerp on the internet. So yeah, I added a watermark just for that. And yeah, that's it for the tutorial. Thank you, Cloudy, for providing us this opportunity to make a tutorial for JCC tutorials. And yeah, hopefully this video is enough for us to just prove to Cloudy that we are capable of joining JCC tutorials. Thank you.
I don't want friends, I want Audis. Smoking on booth and it's my weed. I check the bitch like I'm Mari. Sorry bitch, I don't say sorry. Look at my